Hey everybody, it's Miss Crawford again. Happy Friday. Let's go through our intervention lesson for today. Yesterday we did the first half of the passage about a kid who got in trouble for wearing shorts to school and how a school district was looking at their dress code policy. Let's review over some of the skills that we learned yesterday because you're going to see some of those repeated today. So for example, yesterday we looked at these two pictures and we talked about how on the left side, this picture of him, he is dressed very casually. And on this side of the smartboard, he is dressed more formally. And we talked about how language is also casual or formal. Remember that the language, "I'm going to blow off school," is casual, but the sentence that reads, "I will be absent today," is a more formal way of saying the exact same thing. Language like that is expressed in these sentences, "The movie bored me to tears," "totally delicious," "you are out of your mind," that kind of language is also casual. So we would put these sentences over here. And the important thing to remember is that for the ACT, casual language is going to be wrong. Anytime you see casual language, anything that's too laid back, that is not going to be the correct answer on the ACT. They like formal language, so always pick the answer choice that is more formal. Let's review over these sentences. Remember that from these four sentences right here about the Supreme Court, that you do not put a comma separating a proper name like the Supreme Court of the United States, nor do you put a semicolon in the middle of a sentence unless there's a subject and a verb on both sides. The correct answer of these four sentences is this one: the Supreme Court of the United States voted to uphold the law. No punctuation is needed in that sentence, as you saw from our lesson yesterday. Now let's scroll down to a few new things that you're going to see today. Let's review over when you use the words there, and there. This might seem pretty easy, but I see many students making this mistake. And it's just because you're being careless and you're not really thinking and you're just putting the word down when you're writing. All three of these words sound exactly the same, but they mean something different. Which one of these three words is a possessive pronoun? This one, their. Their house is on fire. It belongs to them. It is their house. Okay. Which one of these three words indicates a position or a direction? There, T-H-E-R-E. You would use this word if you're talking about over there. Okay. Let's look now at this one. This one is always the contraction for they are. That apostrophe R-E makes it they are. So be very careful on the ACT because they will test you on some of these things as well. Okay, let's take a look at this sentence. Blank apartment is over blank. You're going to use two of these three words in this sentence. Their apartment is over there. Is this correct? Nope. Is this correct? Nope. Keep moving the sentence when I want to move the words. Here we go. How about this? Their apartment is over there. Is that correct? The words are correct, but the capitalization and punctuation is not correct. We need to change that to a capital T, and we need to put a period at the end of the sentence. Now it's technically correct. All right, let's try the next sentence. blank going to be home soon? They're going to be home soon? They're going to be home soon? Or they're going to be home soon? Which one is correct? Is number 1 correct, number 2 correct, or is number 3 correct? The correct answer is number 2. They are going to be home soon. Let's look at this. They are going to be home soon actually means they are going to be home soon. And a period at the end, so it is correct. Just be very careful when you're working on your ACT that you don't just quickly go through those thinking that it's a simple question, because a lot of students still make those mistakes. Now let's also review over these. You'll see these today. It's and its, same thing. They sound exactly the same, but they mean something completely different. Which one is a possessive pronoun? Is number 1 a possessive pronoun or number 2? Number 1 is the possessive pronoun. Number 2 is a contraction. When you see it apostrophe s, it always means it is. Always. It's not possessive. It's a contraction for it is. So anytime you see it apostrophe s in a sentence, substitute the words it is for its. And if it makes sense, then it's correct. And if it doesn't make sense to say it is, then it's incorrect. So always remember that. It apostrophe s is always what? It is. Now let's talk about transition words here for a second. Let's look at this sentence right here. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. Now let's look at these words in blue right here. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. His parents, blank, were not convinced. Now, would you say his parents, therefore, were not convinced? Would you say his parents, moreover, were not convinced? Or would you say his parents, however, were not convinced? Which of these 3 words is the right transition word to use in that sentence? However, therefore, or moreover? The correct answer is however. Now, why is it the correct answer? It's the correct answer because however always shows contrast. It shows contrast. Somebody wants something. Jason wants his parents to buy him a new car. However, his parents are not convinced. It shows a contrast. Now let's change it up a little bit. I'm going to now delete this sentence right here. We're going to keep the first sentence, and we're going to change it, and we're going to add a second sentence that's different. All right, so the first sentence is the same. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. Blank, he specifically asked for a Ford Mustang. So let's put the word however back up here. Does this transition word work in this case? Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. However, he specifically asked for a Ford Mustang. It doesn't work in this sentence because it's not showing a contrast. Okay, let me get my word down here. There we go. Let's try therefore. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. Therefore, he specifically asked for a Ford Mustang. The word therefore is used to show cause and effect. And these 2 sentences right here don't really have a cause and effect relationship. These 2 sentences have a different relationship. Let's try the word moreover. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. Moreover, he specifically asked for a Ford Mustang. In this case, the word moreover is correct. Why? Because the first sentence says that he's asking for a new car. The second sentence shows additionally what he is specifying. He wants a specific type of car. And so the word moreover is used when we're adding on to the first sentence. So moreover works in that case. Now I'm going to move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. Let's keep the first sentence the same, and let's try a different sentence. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. He had kept his grades high. Blank, his parents agreed. Let's try however. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. He had kept his grades high. However, his parents agreed. Well, remember, we use however to show what? Contrast. Well, he wants his parents to buy him a new car, and then they agreed. So two things are not being contrasted, are they? So the word however is not going to work in this case. Come here, word. There we go. Let's try moreover. We just used it last time. Let's see if it works in this case. I can't move my sentences today. There we go. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. He had kept his grades high. Moreover, his parents agreed. Well, this part of the sentence is not adding anything to this part of the sentence. So moreover doesn't really work there, does it? All right. Let's try our last option here. Jason tried to persuade his parents to buy him a new car. He had kept his grades high. Therefore, his parents agreed. That sentence works. Therefore shows cause and effect. Because he had kept his grades high, his parents agreed to his wish for a new car. And so the word therefore is used when we are showing cause and effect. Now I want you to remember how you punctuate these sentences. When you've got a transition word like therefore in the middle of a sentence, remember that you have the semicolon before it and the comma after it. Okay, good luck on your practice test.